Okay, we're now here with winners round 2. It is Darius versus Robbie.
Super Darius, as he is known on the select screen. I don't really know if that was his choice or whether it was forced upon him.
It's a Super Princess Peach reference, potentially.
Yeah.
But of course, no Princess Peach here. We instead seem to have the Bayonetta.
Yeah, Darius a traitor to the cause against top tiers, which I am firmly a believer for.
We have lost a player.
Okay, Robbie seems to have forfeited.
He's getting some water, of course. Hydration. Hydration is very important.
Here at Warwick Smash, we promote healthy lifestyles and staying hydrated.
Of course, we have no official affiliation with Evian water bottles.
Hide the logo.
Awesome.
Right.
Okay.
So, this will be winners round 2. Super Darius versus RobbieAK47.
Best of 5 set here, so potentially could be a riveting game 5 set, or we could just see a clean 3-0 sweep from either player.
Kieran, what's your opinion on the Bayonetta versus Shulk matchup, if you know anything about it?
Well, potentially what we've seen is that Shulk's, because Shulk's moves are so slow, they can be quite predictable, and Bayonetta obviously with Witch Time, if gets to good, sometimes you don't even need to read Shulk, you can react to what Shulk's doing and then throw out a Witch Time.
True.
Get strong punish. Shulk also has quite a bad disadvantage state, so Bayonetta can keep him in the air in those combos.
Absolutely. I feel like Shulk's recovery will probably be quite exploitable in this matchup as well, with Bayonetta's great edge guarding tools. And
Potentially, yeah, if Bayonetta can get off stage, throw out an air, but then it also can be quite risky because Shulk's up B isn't the worst up B. It can catch people.
That's
and
true.
It does have some decent range on it as well.
True. You can start whenever you want, by the way.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright.
Darius winning the rock paper scissors there, putting him at perhaps a slight advantage.
Potentially, but with a game 5 set, probably going to see a lot of stages. So.
Absolutely.
Although getting the counter pick advantage would be important, I don't think stages necessarily dictate this matchup too much.
Game 5 set
Both characters can kill off the top, so.
True. Game 5 set obviously offers a lot of opportunity for adaptation, something that we might see in this set. Going on to Lilac for game 1, unusual stage choice for a starter. Robbie seems to be picking Lilac as a starter stage quite often recently, I've noticed.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think he just quite like Lilac, but then.
Potentially. I feel like Robbie's or Shulk's sword can cover a lot of the platform space. It doesn't give people
But then
much
you do
space
have
to
this
run
on
away.
Lilac where Bayonetta can sit at one end and the neutral B will cover any sort of approach
Yeah.
very well. But also Lilac can be quite detrimental to Bayonetta's recoveries. The up Bs may not connect to ledge, and also it's quite hard to drop down and then side B back up to ledge, which is sometimes an option Bayonettas will use.
Definitely. Bayonetta up B getting Lilated there, but having multiple methods of recovery, not quite affecting her as much as it would some other characters.
Just
Given
opted
the
in for the up
Witch
smash there, so.
Robbie, known for being quite a player who likes to press buttons. He puts out a lot of moves.
And to be fair with Shulk, that can be quite viable, just to set up a wall of Monado.
Definitely. But against a character with a counter as potent as Witch Time, it's risky.
But yeah, not falling for it there though, but then falling for it.
Again, been hit out of the Witch Time, or did it end?
I think it's staled a bit, so the Witch Time isn't as strong. But
Darius
Robbie landed his own counter there. So.
Both of these characters count as good counters, as they say, better than Palutinos at least. So
It's not quite hard. I mean, maybe there's an argument that Toad is also not that great for Peach. So. And now this is also quite annoying, is Shulk in shit with Monado, very hard to kill. Generally you want to avoid him, unless you think you can get the Gimp.
definitely. Zero's advice was to run away. That seems to be putting him out of Witch Time, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I think Witch Time's getting a bit overused here, which isn't really allowing for any decent punish.
Very, very even percent, so Darius with a very slight lead.
Catch him with the back air.
Back air neutral, catching Robbie's run in is going to take his first stop.
So Robbie just going straight into smash here, hoping to quickly clean up this stock, but he's got to watch out because there are some Witch Times coming out there, or at least one.
Bayonetta with Rage plus Shulk in Smash Monado could be a dangerous combination, but Robbie's going to take that with the up tilt.
Yeah, these Witch Times not working out currently. I think Darius needs to hold off a bit.
I think there's quite a lot of witch times coming out. Perhaps becoming predictable.
Potentially, but I think it's just the staling that's not allowing him to get decent punishes. And of course, in that case, it reversaled with allowing Robbie to up to him.
Sure. Yeah, that getting the witch time, but barely any time where Robbie's stuck in it there.
Well, unless Robbie can rack up a Buster combo here, he is quite behind.
Ooh, waiting for the counter there. That was very nicely done for Darius. Doesn't quite close out that combo, but does a lot of percent in it. Robbie's neutral air catching the roll in.
Quite nice tech chase, so.
Robbie's game plan seems to be stay alive at this point with use of shield.
Going off stage there against Bayonetta, potentially not the wisest idea.
Robbie, notably a fan of going off stage, generally in his play.
Yeah, definitely in jump Monado, it's quite safe.
Oh, not quite doing it. Jump Monado does make it very safe.
As long as you don't nair.
Ooh, falling out of the
unlucky.
That could have killed.
Potentially.
Rage. Darius just not approaching Shulkin's shield. Probably a good idea, but getting caught by the
Getting quite even here.
yeah.
Oh, and just.
Ooh, and that forward is going to take it. Robbie with the comeback to take game 1 over Darius.
Yeah, as we saw, it was very close throughout that. There was Darius did bring himself a slight lead at the start, but
I think Darius was winning neutral, I guess, like a lot more, or at least got the percent in various combos and things. But yeah, shield Monado and Schultz power, and also
the Monado's power.
the Monado's power, his big sword.
Yeah,
Robbie
game 2, going to Battlefield.
Battlefield, interesting pick. Lilac and Battlefield, 2 stages known for being very good for Bayo. Or at least Salem likes camping on the top platform of Battlefield. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good stage for Robbie as well, though. So at this point, though, Robbie's yet. Oh, saying that. I was about to say Robbie's yet to go to percent on Darius, but a couple of hits and Buster, and he's at 46. So. Ooh, that was.
Not quite getting caught there. I think Robbie needs to get centre stage because it's looking quite perilous for him near the edge.
Taking stage, running to the ledge to switch Monados.
Back into Buster, which hopefully can bring Bayo to kill percent with a switch to Buster, but.
Robbie just holding stage control with this wall of aerials. That might be death?
That's definitely
Yeah,
death.
yeah. I was looking at the wrong percent.
Yeah, allowing for a
definitely
full
death
charge there. So.
Yeah, catching Robbie's move, thrown out.
Oh, and only 21%, so not too bad, but Robbie does not want to get caught by any more of those.
Bayo's damage output, not absolutely colossal, not like Fox's up air type level, but the sheer amount of moves she can hit you with are true. If you read the SDI and things, that's going to do a lot.
Yep, and then at the end of it, if Bayonetta lands early enough, she still kind of holds them in disadvantage because they have to land. So.
Quite a good character.
Quite good, quite good. I think she's one of the better characters in the game, believe it or not.
That might be it.
No, not quite. Shulk does have some weight to him.
In Shield now, it's going to be a while before you can kill Shield Shulk. Unless you're gimping. But Robbie being very good at recovering so far.
Oh, and getting those edge guards.
And getting edge guards. Yeah, that's Robbie's off stage game. Really coming out.
Yeah, generally Bayonetta is a character that's quite hard to edge guard because she does have giant hitboxes, but Shulk with probably one of the biggest hitboxes in the game.
Disjoint.
Yep.
Out of perhaps any character, maybe Cloud. I think Shulk has more range.
On stuff like forward air, probably give it to Shulk. And definitely, well.
Yeah. But grabbing Bayo out of the witch time there.
Back into Shield Monado, which could be quite scary.
Absolutely. Robbie just holding stage control, staying in centre stage, throwing out aerials. Very threatening.
Then you saw that last one, he didn't quite throw out the back air, but then he still got helped by the up B anyway.
Missing the punish, though, on the up B. Darius just witch timing.
Waiting for Robbie to try and commit with an option, but.
Again, Darius with the percent lead, but
Oh,
Shield Shulk.
bit of a weird down smash there,
Plus,
but no punish.
Plus Shulk's killing ability. This is scary for both players.
Probably some weird up airs here, but they seem to work quite well at baiting out the Bayonetta.
Robbie catching Darius' recovery. Ooh, no
I'll smash
punish
at the
on
ledge,
that.
not quite.
I'll smash at the ledge, notably a really bad option, but seems to work a lot.
I mean, it does cover a lot of things, and another bad Shulk move is its counter in certain situations like that.
Shulk's known for a lot of bad moves.
Hey, can he convert off stage? Not running straight off stage like he did at the end of the first game.
I was
but
expecting him to go off stage there, but mixing up, just holding stage control, it's nice to see.
trying to go back to shield, just about refreshed.
It's going to be very frustrating for Darius to kill Robbie here. Ooh, and that arm smash is going to take it.
Into the up smash.
That's going to be Robbie up 2-0. I wonder if, do you think Darius will bring out the Peach?
I don't think Peach Shulk is a particularly enjoyable matchup. So.
I don't like swords.
Darius, not a fan of swords. I can see Shulk Peach being quite difficult for Peach to get in. So they're going to stick with the Bayonetta, most likely, but going to need to show some form of adaptation here. Who's going to beat Robbie's relentless wall of aerials.
Yeah, the issue does seem to come when Robbie goes into Shield Monado, which, although it makes Darius potentially scared to approach, it does give Robbie the chance just to kind of build a wall and just kind of approach that onto Darius.
Definitely. The general thing we've seen so far, Darius seems to win in neutral at least. He seems to get a lot of percent on, but then struggles to kill Robbie. Robbie just goes into shield or goes into jump and jumps around and just stays alive and constantly chips away at Darius.
Yeah, I guess that's
little bits of damage.
It's potentially something people that really think about Bayonetta is that if she isn't getting the ladder combos off the top or landing a witch time kill, her only real kill options you potentially say are just landing that kind of back air. Or if she wants to kind of Randy smash attack, but against Shulk, I don't think that's a wise option.
Yeah, witch time also, but with the amount that Darius is throwing at witch time, it's going to be very hard to convert it into a kill.
Also, we didn't see it.
I didn't say it as much in game 2.
No, so you didn't stale it before the first stock, but
Definitely. Robbie with the lead this time. I think for the first time this set, starting off strong. Ooh, trying to catch the recovery. Catch recovery not snapping the ledge, so easily punishable. But Robbie landing on stage with a counter, going to beat out that option. Even percents now. Don't bring it back.
because Robbie probably wants to get off these platforms right now.
Banking with the forward smash. That's unfortunate for Robbie. But
Is that going to be it?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'll be it.
Ladder combos.
Wonderful ladder combo by Darius, carrying right up the top.
Oh, and now if you can catch Robbie in Buster here with a big combo, that is
that's
a lot of
that was
percent.
a lovely combo by Darius. Almost lapped him in percent now.
Oh,
And getting the witch time. This could be a lot of damage here.
not quite converting properly from that. But
Couldn't tell if that was a read of the air dodge or just a wait or.
yeah, potentially some sort of weird frame trap involved there, but
No, seemed to work out anyway. Darius with a strong lead now. Both players just kind of playing.
Robbie
neutral.
not quite opted in for Shield Ronaldo quite yet. But this could be it. Not quite.
Not quite. Again, grabbing the witch time.
A nice pivot grab there. Also, there's a kind of opinion that grab beats Bayonetta, but obviously,
Robbie's back air beating Darius' back air there off stage. Or not off stage, sending him off stage.
speaking of off stage, Robbie needs to
In
get back on
shield
stage
off
here.
Stage. Robbie cleverly, or having the awareness to switch off shield there, very, very detrimental to Shulk's recovery.
Not quite getting the kill there.
Yeah,
But
this seems to be the exact opposite of what we've seen in previous games. It seems to be Robbie struggling to kill now. Really struggling to land his kill moves. Darius wised up to the move to avoid, or
Potentially just playing a patient game here, but Robbie actually baiting out the shield there and getting a good grab. And trying to go off stage for the edge guard, but against Bayonetta
trying to
it's...
challenge Bayo's up B, very, very difficult.
But it's
Neutral air going to take it.
Yeah.
That was,
interesting kill, but Bayo wasn't quite high percent and choked us FH himself.
not
Now we've got to see if Darius can close this out before Robbie can build up any more percent.
Robbie gone into Buster, potentially to try and rack up damage. Look into it. Darius keeping him in the air. Robbie makes it back. Darius holding stage control. Gives it up. Catches Robbie with the up B. Falls out the counter there.
Yeah, certain moves like you say Bayonetta's forward air or Cloud's up air where it kind of there's a big hitbox, can quite easily avoid Shulk's vision even if it does connect.
Another pivot grab there. Probably a big fan of pivot grabs, I think.
Yeah, with Shulmanado it does cover a lot of ground. And
Yeah, the speed. That's going to be it. 100,
Up air for good measure.
160 or so. Even with shield, that's not going to help you there.
so not going down without a fight, shall we say.
Darius looking sick and tired of this game and of Robbie and of life in general.
But can he do it 2 more times?
Can he play against this formidable Shulk put forward by Robbie?
So we'll see what stage Robbie decides to go for here.
Darius audibly hating the game, even though he's playing the best character in it and arguably the most frustrating character in it. Going to Smashville for game 4. Smashville, I'm not sure how good the stage is for Bayo, but Robbie seems to like it quite a lot. I've seen him go here quite a few times.
Yeah, not quite. Of course, you don't have the same sort of platform as you do on Battlefield, which, to be fair, I don't think...
The close side blast zones potentially favour Shulk's killing moves more than Bayonetta's. Bayo seems to like killing off the top quite a lot, aside from back.
Yeah, that was some good play from Darius to kind of adjust his combo to the Smashville platform, but still not managing to combo too well off of the witch time.
I'll be catching Darius's aggressive option with the F smash. That's going to be a lot of percent in Buster. Nice bait of shield there, just Tomahawk.
Was potentially Bayonetta can just down B from the platform, but nice option just to jump on and get the grab.
I'm liking Robbie's movement. He's really not staying still for long at all. Jumping or running around, going to make it a really difficult target to catch. Ooh.
Potentially caught that air dodge, but not quite.
Yeah, trying to read it. Gets the read, but doesn't quite manage to get the hit. Robbie choosing to stay on stage this time. Possibly a wise choice? I'm not sure. Can't say.
Oh, whoa, Robbie.
Fastball now off stage.
but,
it's going to even up the stocks best. I'm not sure if Darius messed up recovery there or just took his option with the bat within. But, ooh, raw F smash. That's not an option we've seen.
Not particularly, but big meaty back air.
Gonna do a lot.
Oh, and
Chokes
another.
Back air, practically a sideways.
Giving Robbie a decent lead.
Ooh,
Wow,
that's going to close it out.
yeah.
Nice up there to close the game. That's going to be
3-1.
3-1 to Robbie.
Robbie moving on to win the semi-finals.
Absolutely. Nicely played by both players there.
That fast was there.
Yeah. I think Robbie should be happy with that. Darius, perhaps frustrated. That's
Yep, that's second set of the day on the stream. So have to see what's coming up later on.
definitely tuning in.